This video shows how to create a custom database table with MIGX in MODX 3, and what the differences are to the way it worked in MODX 2. First, make sure that the extra MIGX is installed on your system and that the version is up to date. Then go to Extras, MIGX, and change to the tab Package Manager. Fill in the field package name. Choose a unique name. Then click the button Create Package. A pop-up shows what folders and files have been created in the background. MIGX added a new MODX namespace for your package. Here the core path of your package is defined. Let's see what files got created in this folder. In Core, Components, My Company, the folder src got created. The files for your classes will go in this folder. There is also the file bootstrap.php. This file gets executed every time MODX is initialized. In the code, the package gets added. This way, your classes will always be available in MODX without calling the function add package again. In the folder schema is the file with the database schema. MIGX created a default schema that you can adapt. Let's see what changed for MODX 3 schemas. The schema version is now 3.0. In the package attribute, \+ model gets added to the package name you entered. All classes that are used as base classes or in relationships to other classes now have the fully qualified name, meaning the name includes the namespace. Let's take a schema from MODX 2 and convert it to MODX 3 syntax. We change the version to 3.0. We change the package attribute to the correct capitalization and add \# model. We add the namespace to the base class attribute. We shorten the name of our class. The class name doesn't have to be unique anymore as long as the namespace is unique. Then we add the namespace to the class in the extends attribute. Let's save the schema and go back to the MODX manager. We change to the tab schema and click the button Parse Schema. This creates the class file for our class team in the folder src/model. The class is in the namespace My Company \# model. Back in the manager, we go to the Create Tables tab and click the button Create Tables. This generates the table MODX_MyCompany_team in the database, with the columns we defined in the schema. The next step is to create the MIGX configuration. We change to the tab MIGX and click the button Add Item. In the tab Settings, we enter a unique name for the configuration, and use the same value for the field unique MIGXid. In the tab MIGXdb Settings, we enter the fully qualified name of our class. In most cases, the field package isn't needed anymore. Because of the bootstrap.php file, our custom class is already known to MODX. If you have custom processors or renderers, fill in the field package so MIGX will find the custom files. Use only the package name without backslashes or the word model. In the tab CMP Settings, we add the information for the Custom Manager page. In the tab Action Buttons, we select the option for a button to add new items. In the tab Context Menus, we enabled the options to edit or remove items. Let's save the config and open it again, so MIGX can load the available columns from our class. In the tab Columns, click the button Select DB Fields. Select the columns you want to see in the grid. Always include the ID column. Then change the settings if necessary. We hide the column ID. And change the renderer and header of the portrait column. In the tab Form tabs, click the Add Item button. Then click the button Select DB Fields to select the input fields for the update window. Adapt the settings if necessary. For the portrait field, we change the caption and set the field input TV type to image. Let's also change the text of the Add Item button in the tab settings, and then save the configuration. To show this configuration in a custom manager page, let's add a new menu item. Under the cogwheel icon, Menus, create a new menu item with the following settings. The field lexicon key is the text that is shown in the menu. Set namespace to MIGX and action to index. In the field parameters, add &configs equals and then the name of the MIGX configuration you want to display. Team in our case. Refresh the MODX manager and click the newly created menu item. Now you can add new data to your database table. And update it with right-click Edit. To output the data on the front end, we can use the snippet migxLoopCollection. Here is the snippet tag from MODX 2. We don't need the property package name anymore. We change the property class name to the fully qualified name of our class. The rest stays the same. We use the chunk TPL team as a template for every item. The property wrapper TPL is used to wrap the output in a diff element. We sort the data by the column name in ascending order. The chunk TPL team looks like this. There are placeholders with the names of the columns to output the data. Back in the resource, we click the View button to check the output. To show how to output the data with a custom snippet, we change the resource content to call a snippet getTeam instead. Then we create a new snippet with this name. We paste example code from MODX 2 and adapt it to MODX 3. We don't need to add the package anymore, because this already happens in the file bootstrap.php. We add a use statement for our custom class, so we can use it without always having to write the fully qualified name. This line reads the value of the snippet property, TPL. The default value is TPL team. Then we create a new query for our custom class. We sort the data by the column name in ascending order. With getCollection we query all the available data from the database table. Then we loop over the items and parse the template chunk for every team member. Finally, we return the result. When we view the resource on the front end, we can see that our custom snippet creates the same output as the snippet MIGXLoopCollection.